duty, right? They cause damage. In fact, they lead to deaths. Now, Mr. Okolo, who is a lawyer, said the policemen continued their journey despite the accident. Now, this is where there's a very big problem. Despite what had happened, despite what they saw and caused, they didn't stop.
Funny enough, they didn't stop. My family was there, sir. I, my wife, and my daughter of 2 years old. My wife is also pregnant, which she will do within the next 2-3 months. My wife and my baby girl was at the back. My wife has some injuries. I had a cut on my arm. So assuming that a life was lost. So they just go their way without conscience in this country. My wife did her scan. They said that the baby is okay.
The baby is okay. And for me personally, I think I probably speak for the rest of you listening, that there's a huge sigh of relief, that the baby is okay. Now, away from that, to the act. Every single day, right, across Nigeria, Nigerians are basically at the mercy of these overzealous security operatives. Now, I know when the government is moving huge sums of cash, that is when the CBN is in transit, there's a siren and blah, 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 security detail. But I know over the years, it has been so abused, so much so that when an ordinary driver of whomever it is, local government order, is in the car, particularly if it's in a Hilux vehicle, or is in a 4x4 or a Ford Ranger or a Volkswagen Amarok, whatever it is, as long as in that vehicle and the lights are there, there's a small traffic buildup. Rather than use the regular horn, these insensitive, callous, sometimes diminutive in brain cell type of individuals would now go on to use the sirens. And we see it all the time. The funny thing, I've been in buses and I know a lot of you are vexed, but a lot of you just sit down and don't say anything. We've been in this country when, quote unquote, military convoys will hit somebody, you're blocking the way, you're blocking the way. Yes, but it's a traffic build-up, sir. It is a traffic build-up. You're not on high speed. You're not on the expressway where the car is tailing you from behind, because I do know that when the convoy for the military is in procession, for example, you shouldn't be around them, right? At least that one is pretty clear. But there's a traffic build-up. A car is broken down. None of the cars Nigerians have right now, or within the past 10 years, have the ability to fly. None of them can dismantle their parts and put it in their back pockets so that you can pass. But no, once again, this Neanderthal-like individuals will come down with their uniforms, will shout, some of them will smash your side mirror, some will hit your bumper, will break it. You're breaking my side mirror and my bumper. Did it make the traffic move any quicker? No, but yet they keep on doing these things. They keep on doing these things. And sometimes to no punishment. We've seen military do it. We've seen the police do it. We've seen mobile policemen do it. We've seen the Navy do it. Yes, I have seen naval officers do this in this city years ago. So whilst the bulk of this complaint or the bulk of this issue rests with the police and maybe security details attached to, some VIPs, I think that term should be actually redressed, because some of these people who are quote unquote VIPs are not important enough. I'm sorry to say, I don't think a local government chairman is important enough to be going around in a siren with 4 or 5 cars and then using whips and koboko to move people off the way. I don't think it's important enough. I don't think the staff of IOCs are important enough to flog Nigerians out of the way when there's a traffic buildup. I don't think they're important enough. But anyway, let's not veer too far. So now that this man luckily didn't have a fatality, what can we do to curb these types of collateral damages when security operations are ongoing. The security, the escort, they have to follow you as a VIP, yes. So what do we need to do so that they don't smash my mirror? Because when they smash my mirror, they walk away. And you know what vexes a lot of Nigerians is the nonchalance of these policemen, these security men. When in fact they do it in a way that I go break your windshield now, go pain you, and then they go home and you sleep peacefully. Wow. Such a wonderful security detail that we have these days. But once again, it's not all of them. It's the overzealous types.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Zero 017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. We do know that when the security operatives are carrying out their duties, collateral damages can happen. Yes, they may break down one gate to get into the compound of a known criminal. They may inadvertently hit your vehicle, either chasing down armed robbers. They may also you push you when in the market square they're trying to get some hoodlums, some gang members who have caused problem in that neighborhood. Yes, these things happen. But sometimes some of these men and women of the security agencies tend to be overzealous. So what do we need to do? So these collateral damages, fortunately for Mr. Akolo, it's just his car that was damaged. But what if there was a loss of life? He's 2-year-old. Look, he sounded really calm when he being interviewed by our correspondent. Sounded really calm. But I wonder how he would have felt if the case was the reverse, like it has happened in other parts of the country, where some policemen, in a bid to be overly zealous, will chase a car and then the car flips and then the occupants are trapped and they're about to die and they start to run away. In Warri, it happened before. The community people, they held the van. They said, "You look at what you just caused." What exactly is the mindset? 017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. All right, we're talking about the excesses of security details, and I'm asking, what do we need to do to reduce the collateral damage? No, so we're not here. They shoot bed. Everybody, not be saving the mama fly. No, what do we need to do? WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. This one here says, Ju, good morning. This same thing happened to me on GUAK Road. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I don't know how you were able to manage it, but I'm sorry. And it says, this one here, another one here says, hi, G, good morning. Because we haven't held some of these policemen liable, particularly in the eyes of the law, that's why these things continue. I don't support jungle justice, but what if that man's daughter had died? What would the police have said? Zion on the line from GRA. Zion, good morning to you.
Just the gospel truth of this discourse, nothing can be as long as this is here.
That's not possible. We're seeing changes in the country. That's true.
Changes on what? On this matters relating to this analysis of city details. I gotten any money. We breed crime and criminality. If you remove these two from this country will, in short, will just vanish. Do you know of a truth? The lives of the people are being prone current of uncertainty, stray bullets, this one, mass arrest, and the rest of it. They even kidnap, take you to a known destination with POS, transfer your money now. And if you have the little voice to speak, they will respond. They are not our men.
So Zai, you are saying nothing can be done. Okay. JJ on the line for Rumibo. JJ, good morning to you.
Yeah, I greet you this morning, Jude.
Good morning, please.
Jude, the only time that maybe the man, I don't know what to say, I would say take action would have been taken if there was somebody around there that did a video. Maybe as the thing is happening, the person just video and make it viral. Then you will hear AIG, DIG, SOS, KOC, all coming to say, oh, we must bring them to book.
We condemn the act.
Event, no history. As far as the police is concerned right now, nothing of such happened. Because how will the barrister now go about this? He doesn't have the vehicle's number because the thing just happened all of a sudden, and that thing can even lead to trauma. So it's not a time to bring out your phone, and there was nobody there to bring out phone. Everybody was in shock and not to put together. So I doubt if you see that thing, you have read it in your news for how long now? The police has not even responded. It's as good as nothing happened. Unless there is a video, oh, they say this, so the person know how to run commentary and begin to run. Then you will see the police spokesperson will come. Oh,
okay, so JJ, you are Nigerian. You've witnessed, police people, with their convoy when they're not carrying anything. Sometimes,
December time they are some even carrying goat.
They are slapping people. They're using koboko. So let's assume they are carrying out their legitimate duty. How can we make sure that they reduce collateral damage?
The punishment is done to those who perpetrate the act. Others will never learn. For this one is a foregone conclusion. I remember a naval officer's wife who did a car like that. You have to follow them to the bank they were going to. And when they got there, they said, I'm still ID card here. They were all shocked. And the woman walked into the bank and met the manager. They repaired their car. But this one now, what is this man going to do now? No record, nothing. He can't even follow them with his broken windscreen. What next now? It's as good that they don't do a take go. No record, nothing. Even this one you're speaking now is even grammar because as far as the police is concerned, nothing of such happen if you like singer from now till next year.
Pessimism. JJ, thank you very much. So until people are punished. But that's where the problem is. What kind of punishment? Because, like I said, in Warri a few years ago when this happened, the police van was detained, would I say was blocked, was prevented from moving, and something happened. minutes, I'd say about 10 or 12 minutes before we get to the one play draws. Oneplay.ng is where you get to, and you pay $500 to get your ticket. That ticket's going to jump. It's going to rotate. It's going to do some, shakotik bubble, and then it's going to put your number into the pots, because on Friday there's going to be a draw where every single ticket that was purchased from yesterday up until Friday morning for my show is going to be valid, and then we'll be giving out 75,000 naira and 50,000 naira. So every single day we give out a 50,000 naira check, two 25,000 naira check, to a total of 25,000 naira. Martins was my first winner, a Chelsea fan. Let's see if the next person who will win very shortly is also a Chelsea fan. But away from that, we're talking about the excesses of security men when they are working. How can we curb these excesses? During the former president's tenure, that's Buhari's tenure, remember that story of a young man rather, who went out to watch, I think it was a Champions League match, and then stray bullet. That's how he left. That's how he met his demise. I can go on and on and on and on, but of particular concern is these convoys. Right? These convoys. Now, I know from a security standpoint, the aim of the convoy is to quickly carry their cargo or their passengers to their safe destination. And I think that is commendable. You need that. However, in the carrying out of these operations, right, we have collateral damage. But I'm no longer going to say collateral damage. I'm going to say intentional damage, because sometimes some of these policemen, some of these military officials or officers rather, or no, military men, not the officers, it's usually the service people, right? The corporals and whatnot. Anyway, point is, some of these military personnel, some of the security personnel, both police, they get very overzealous. There's a traffic buildup. You start to blare your sirens. You can see that the place is blocked. And yes, I applaud when the security men go there, and because, a lot of the times Nigerians don't know how to drive and they're not kind to each other, they block the road. You ease off you control the traffic and move. But you see that sound, that siren sound, it's irritating. It is. It is irritating. And then to make things worse, right, you don't smash people's windshields. You break. Assuming the person was legitimately preventing your convoy from moving, right? I know the law says you can actually be arrested. So why don't you just, okay, fine, you are causing a problem. Okay, put you on the kind of road. We'll arrest you for doing this. Why damage the car? Why smash the steering or the windshield or the side mirror or the bumper? Pull the bumper out in some cases. In the case that has led us to this conversation, the man with his family, minding their own business, a young family at that, a very scary experience was had. So fortunately, no lives were lost, but still not the kind of experience a man would want to have with his family.
Around 5 p.m. Getting to this Sassen Road junction, police convoy, they were up to 6 with a very high speed. So they were giving me headlamp that I should clear. So immediately, I put my pointer at the right to clear. Immediately, the guy came and broke my glass. Before I can know what was happening, the guy on the back hit me from behind. I entered the bush. My windscreen broke, my engine pieces. In fact, it was only God.
Only God. As humbling as that might sound, because it's the sign of gratitude, okay, to the supernatural, right? It is also vexing, because why would a lawyer be in that state?
Funny enough, they didn't stop. My family was there, sir. My wife, and my daughter of 2 years old. My wife is also pregnant, which she will do within the next 2-3 months. My wife and my baby girl was at the back. My wife has some injuries. I had a cut on my arm. So assuming that a life was lost, so they would just go their way without conscience in this country. My wife did her scan. They said that the baby is okay.
The baby is okay. But that was a trauma that could have been avoided. What exactly needed to have happened, or what exactly happened that would warrant that convoy to act in a manner like that? So, good people. I'm sure some of these police officers are listening. Not casting aspersions or not trying to, downplay the services, but if there was a fatality, how would those men have felt? Or maybe they wouldn't have felt anything.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk. On 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Once again, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. The WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. Please, when you call in, do well, turn down the volume of your radio set so we can hear you clearly, and please keep your conversations, as always, civil. 92.3, good morning. Oh dear, drop call, apologies. Let's get to read messages. The mindset is just man's inhumanity to man. I gave up on their attitude after some naval officers beat up and stripped a young lady on Victoria Island in Lagos. So the excuse, on the excuse rather, that they blocked their convoy. Wow. Okay. All right. This one says, G, good morning. See, anytime I get to hear these type of stories, I keep wondering, why can't we replicate what's happened in Abuja elsewhere? In Abuja, the police are usually nicer than everywhere else. I can't remember the last time I heard anybody in Abuja saying that the convoy hit their car and drove off. Because everybody knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody in Abuja. I think it's the way that they are all managed. That's my take. All right. Thank you very much from S. It's interesting that we're getting a lot of people listening to us from Abuja in particular. Okay. All right. Let's go on. Good morning, Jude. A few weeks ago, I was somewhere. I saw a police van that was on very high speed, and the person in front of them had some sprinkles of madness. The person refused to clear for them. They brought out cane, and that's how the other person blocked the road, came out of his car. The next thing, this is a movie. The next thing I heard was, I will shoot you and nothing will happen. The other guy was shouting, shoot, shoot. I had to double my step because stray bullets is real. Where did this happen? Where did this happen, please? All right, I don't know if this person is in Port Harcourt or I don't know, Lagos, I don't know, but please, you sent me this message a while ago. Please, where did this happen? Let's have more information. Let's know how we are walking these days. This one says, the courts need to work. That's what needs to happen. If a lawyer can sound so helpless, sorry for the ordinary woman or man, that's true. The man really sounded helpless. I knew someone that would act like this is purely a Nigerian problem. So let me address that. The reason many VIPs and other human body armor in London use overground train and tube is because those modes of transport are actually more convenient. But if you attempt to get near them when they are not canvassing for votes or forming woman or man of the people, you will know how far. The transportation system in London is such that you can get around the city quicker and cheaper than someone who is driving. And regular roads inside London are not the type that you just speed on. Also, normal police in England don't carry guns on, and even at that, they undergo psych evaluations. Contrast that with the US. They don't drive as if they are privileged. As if they are village demons are chasing them. But can you drive anywhere near a moving convoy of a president in Washington D.C.? No, obviously, when the president is coming, when the Senate president is passing, there's a convoy. Obviously, particularly when Donald Trump is in the convoy, the beast is on the move. Yes, they give space. In fact, they will close roads the same way what you call it, the president of Nigeria does. But in treating people, I think there needs to be a reevaluation, right? Because does a VIP, whomever the person is, does the person need 7-8 cars? I'm not saying you cannot have, depending on who and what you're carrying. If the Prime Minister of the UK can move with 3 or 4 cars, I don't see any reason why, I don't know, I'm going to shut up right now. I'm going to shut up and read my messages. This one says, it happened here in Port Harcourt around Rumukrushi going towards Tank. The person came down and was shouting, shoot. Please, the tablet of audacity you guys have, be very careful where you're sharing it. Please be very, very careful. To the 4 lines, 017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH, is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. The excesses of security details is what we're talking about this morning. And my question is, how can we curb those collateral damages? Because you're driving somebody in our house. No, we don't want to be having this. Harry, on the line from Port Harcourt. Harry, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning, Harry.
Sir Jude, it is rather unfortunate that this kind of things are happening in Nigeria. And I think I'll blame those people that they are carrying inside the convoy.
Okay.
These police people need to be taught. They need to be trained. Outside the uniform they're wearing, they are normal people like us. So why are they treating the civilians as though we are not human beings in the same country? And it happens every day, every now and then, and nothing is being done about it. And they keep on treating. Imagine the scenario you're explaining to us: a married man with family treated that way in the same country. It's so sad. Very, very
so what do we need to do so that they don't act this way? So they can reduce, because yes, sometimes some people may not want to give them space, and the law says, look, when there's a convoy, particularly a military convoy, you shouldn't be around them. You should let them pass.
Of course, we would not stop them from passing, and also we have the same access to the road, right? So they need to be taught. They need to be trained. That's what I'm talking about. They need to undergo this training to understand that the road is not only for them. So at that point where they are coming, they should also understand that other persons are making use of the road. And they have to be peaceful on the road. Otherwise, they will give people the mindset to maybe start challenging the Mopo army or whatever they are called. And it wouldn't be a nice sight.
That actually happened. That actually happened.
So
you have a point there.
I think they need to be trained. And their bosses, they are aware of these things, but they are doing nothing about it. Okay, imagine somebody is screaming, shoot. What was the offense? You're bringing a cane to flog somebody, a fellow man like you, because you're wearing a uniform. I think we should remind them that is just a uniform. It's not bigger than me. It's not bigger than anybody. It's just by privilege that he's wearing or putting on that uniform. Why should I be molested? It's sort of to be protected The same people who swore to protect me are the same people killing us. I think Mr. Jude, they should be trained.
Okay. Harry says there should be a form of retraining. Those people that are behaving anyhow, like animals that drop from trees, almost cost us our lives when I was traveling to Delta State. The way they were hauling and we were close to that roundabout in Warri, that the construction was going on. At first, we thought that their brake failed. Can you imagine how people were shouting in our bus? The driver had to park somewhere for them to pass. I don't just understand why they are behaving that way. You're not the only one, my brother. We're not the only one. A lot of people don't understand. Anyway, let us quickly get to do our draws this morning so I can say goodbye and hopefully usher in the sunny side of conversations right here. So those of you who are trying to get your hands on 25,000 naira this morning, well, 2 more minutes. That's all it's going to take. 2 more minutes. Let's see if we can get somebody some money. Maybe it's another Chelsea fan, right? Maybe, just maybe. Only one way to find out. Let us do the draw.